Alrighty, here we go with episode 10. Neon Genesis Evangelion? Still not quite sure how it's pronounced. You ever have this thing like where, I grew up reading books all the time, right? Like, I didn't have very many conversations with intellectual people. The place I lived was like low, poverty rate. A lot of people are very uneducated. People didn't really use big words. And so I would not have stimulating conversations with people who use $5 words, right? So, like, the only experience with those words came from novels. Like, I'd read all these novels. And the biggest example of this was the word disheveled. Disheveled, being unkempt, like you're not together, right? I never heard that word pronounced out loud. I just read it in books. It was all over the place. So I tried to use it one time, and I said disheveled. I said this like in a classroom to a teacher. I said disheveled. She says, no, not really disheveled. Like, she didn't correct my spelling. She didn't correct my pronunciation, but she said use the word again to tell me as an example this is how it's actually pronounced, and I felt more embarrassed, I think, than if she had just said that's pronounced disheveled. Right? I've always remembered that. Like, the embarrassment I felt when I said disheveled was substantial. And of course, nowadays you can Google any word and hear how it's pronounced, but back then you couldn't. Right? I guess I could Google Evangeline and find out how it's pronounced. But anyway, but like as a person who read all the time and didn't really have many conversations, like, I didn't know how a lot of words were pronounced. It was pretty embarrassing when I got out in the real world and started interacting with real people, right? Educated people. Anyway, none of that matters to this. Let's go ahead and get into this. We're on the very first frame after the credit song. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. She really cracks me up. I've only met her this recording session. This is my third episode, and she's my favorite character in the show. If I have a top 5 favorite characters of the show, she's definitely on that list, 100%. Cracks me up, man. But also, like I said, 3-dimensional. Wow, awesome. Really? So we have time for R&R when the world's ending. Okay. Yeah, the world was ending. Like, you kids are soft these days. Exactly. Like, didn't really have time for, really. This penguin's got to go, man. Now you're taking up the bathtub. It's just unacceptable. Yeah. You get no R&R. There's only 2 people in the world who can do what you two do. No R&R for you. I like the reveal. He's all calm. Hey, don't look at me. How about you be a man? Yeah, I wasn't going to get all excited about it. Exactly. Yeah. Damn, she's an a-hole. My God, like, oh, Klaus, I think, was the one that somebody was telling me about this. How Japanese use 3 different alphabets, one of which is the alphanumeric alphabet from the Western world, and they just randomly use it on different things. So that's why I can occasionally see that, like on the beer can, for instance. It's like it literally says the word beer on it, right? There'll be a lot to keep track of. Ha! Busted. She looks evil. Look at that look on her face. I control you. I'm the puppet master. Yeah. F school grades. Can't possibly matter. She's not wrong, by the way. Yeah. Doing as the Romans do in Rome doesn't really work out for the Romans, though. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. We're out of here. Yeah. Douche. God, the jerks. So pissed. You can just tell by her body language she's pissed. It's so good, man. Really? Air guitar? At least one dude was reading a comic. That's worth your time. I like how they're basically playing with the idea that like there's a lot of downtime in this. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul did a great job of showing how much downtime and how boring crime actually is. Yeah, there would be a lot of unfortunately in between episodes is when they're sitting around waiting for an attack, right? So we don't experience that, but they do, and they're kind of demonstrating that. Well, leave me out of it. Why are you over here? Just go do it. Like, do you need a friend or something? What the hell? I know what they're doing, but like, why? Why is she doing what they're doing? Yeah. What's up with that? Are you a moron? Oh, she's dyslexic. She's dyslexic, I bet. Oh, or she just don't know how to read. Okay, gotcha. How old is she? I need to know. He's 14. If she graduated from college, she could be a prodigy, but like maybe she's just too old for him too. You know? What an a hole. Yeah, we get it. Patronizing a hole. The answer is no, dumbass. My God, what are you doing, man? Eyes on the prize, dude. Like, and not that prize. I'm talking about this prize. Not that prize either. Man, the hormones are just unchecked. Okay? I mean, she needs an audience. You know what it is? Maybe she is a little bit of a narcissist. That's another difference between an arrogant person and a narcissist. Like, I'm arrogant, but I don't need an audience. If I was arrogant and needed an audience, I would be a narcissist, right? Well, you know what I mean. I need an audience for YouTube, obviously, right? Never mind. You know what I mean. Like, I could do a barrel roll in a pool and not have anybody watch and be okay with that. Like, she can't, apparently. Jesus. We'll cut a check. Look, we got a job to do, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think you went about 100, 200 feet too much. But you need to know. I guess you need to know what the hard deck is, right? Interesting. So are we saying that these things came from the past? Like they've been buried? Kind of like the War of the Worlds remake with Tom Cruise? They were there all along and they just eventually come up? Like, I wonder if they're doing that. Which would mean that movie ripped off this show, if that's what they're doing. Probably not, but, it's possible. This is outrageous. We should be staying on defense. These motherfuckers know more than we know, clearly. I don't know. Doesn't sound like a Patriot way to me. It's possible, I guess what they're saying is it died or was imprisoned in the magma or something. So you can recover it. Like that could have happened 15 years ago, right? Not necessarily been there for millions of years, is what I'm saying. Interesting. Oh, okay. So it's not like a dead body. It's like an egg. Interesting. It's coming up out of there to kill him. Believe that. You won't. You'll do nothing. Is what you'll do. Really? Wow, that's surprising. Piece of cake, huh? Right. Yeah, man. She's been sidelined most of the show. Why are you so like competitive with her, man? Like she's barely just trying to get through a day, you know? Yeah, you're screwed. She's gonna be trapped, and he's gonna have to rescue her. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. We were just talking about this. Hey, man, your little action figure has a spacesuit. I like it. Yeah, he's in a spacesuit. Look. Yeah. Oh, so now you want to pass the buck, huh? Yeah, that's right. Well, you have a crush. You have a crush, so you'll do it for him. He's already seen you, dumbass. Her ego is a massive problem. Yeah, yeah. Her competitiveness just came out. Look, you need to shit or get out the pot. What's up? You're damn right. He's got a little spacesuit. That's so cute. My God, magma diver. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing, right? It's so ridiculous, man. But so in character, right? Like it just feels real. There are people like this out there. Just an exaggeration, right? Probably nobody's as much of an arrogant narcissist as her. Although maybe there may be, but like, but they take like there's somebody that's 90% of her, and then they just take her that extra 10% because it's a fictional character, right? But it still feels real. It still feels grounded. Gilderoy Lockhart. Nobody's ever that ridiculous, but we know people that are like 90% of that, right? So yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, just so maybe don't press child soldiers. I'm not coming off this point, man. Like, you can't have it both ways. Yeah. They're here to help. You won't be around to worry about it. Excellent. We're trying to save the world, man. You gotta do what it takes. Interesting. I definitely feel like whoever wrote Godzilla versus King Kong was a big fan of this show. There's just elements. Every episode, at least these three I've seen today, keep reminding me of it. There's this little elements here and there, little thing here and there. Not nothing overall, but just little pieces. That's what you do as a writer. If you're a huge Star Wars fan, you're going to have like 10 things from Star Wars will be incorporated in different ways, almost unrecognizable in your project. I bet you anything the person who wrote that movie was a fan of this show. Like it's just I'm keep encountering things that make me think that. I was going to say, what do you if you can't see, you can't operate, right? Like so, they have to do something with that. 1200 is when it collapsed, right? So we're getting close to that. Exceeding design depth. No, they're at 1300. They're past there. Jesus. Yeah, I see my own impending doom. That's what I see. Jesus. Resume. Like we're already 1300 down, man. By the way, is that meters? What do you think? They're not saying what the unit of measurement is. Not that it matters. I'm just curious. Because like in the ocean, it's feet, right? For Americans, And I think you don't want to be under 2,000 feet. I believe is what it is. Yeah, you'll need a shower, all right? So you could have been on vacation right now. Jesus. Yeah. What are you doing here, man? Like, she's gonna get this chick killed. Yeah. If she dies, she dies. Whatever, right? What an a-hole. Miss Soda. Like, why can't I remember her name? I think it's Masuka from Dexter's. What keeps I keep bumping up against Miss Soda. Her name is Miss Soda. Gotcha. Yeah, we're way too deep. She gonna die, man. It is interesting though. She's taking point in this episode. Like, I like it. Like, everything shouldn't be about Shinji, right? There should be other characters doing things. So I really like this. It's just interesting though that like they waited till episode 8 to even introduce her, and now she's having like a crucial role in every episode since then. It makes me wonder if they're going to kill her off to clear the decks at some point for him. She's getting this amount of screen time for a reason. If she was just going to be part of the ensemble, they would have introduced her sooner. Pretty much. You're about to be in a hot spring. Things go bad. Quit therapizing me. Uh oh. Oh, it's waking up and it's getting mad. Well, crap. Like I said, he's gonna have to rescue her. You're screwed. It's big, man. Effing hell. I really thought they were gonna get this, man. I mean, at first I thought she was going to have to get rescued, but then once they started going back up, I thought they would get this. But I guess we need her action, right? You have to have action in every episode. Yeah, I like how you set that up. I dropped my knife. Let's get the hell out of here. It's big bad. How dare you interrupt my slumber? Yeah, I think that qualifies as bad news. I really do. Yeah, like we care about your sweat. Eyes on the prize, man. These people, they have zero focus, man. Zero. So okay, it was just you dropped it to her. That's kind of nice. I thought he was gonna jump in there and help her, but even at this depth, I guess he doesn't have the equipment to withstand it. So he had to drop her knife. Then how about you swim up there and get it, man? Or just use your hands. What's up? Just in the nick of time. Damn, that thing is nasty. It really is. I still think there's a electronic bionic component to these things, but I could be wrong. Well, crap. Maybe she's dying right here. She had a 3 episode arc, right? Yeah, which means that the knife isn't going to work. Right, 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 right. Yeah, the science problem. Yeah, there we go. Hey, thermal expansion. I like how they brought that back around. This is like some conjunction junction shit, right? Saturday morning cartoon, I assume. Teach the kids a little something along the way to the entertainment and the nudity jokes. I'm into it. Nothing to do but die. She's got one little thread left to pull her up, right? Well, crap. Wait, you're so much further up, though. It should be fine. Wait, they really are going to kill her off, man. You gotta be shitting me. Hey, Shinji, get in here and save her, man. You better save her, man. Like, I was actually going to be upset. That's right. That's right. Saved by the Bell, a hole, jerk. Don't you soften up now? You've been an a hole the entire thing, man. I guess getting your life saved will change that. Oh, they're back for the vacation, huh? Oh, really? Why? Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, right. I see what's happening. I was so confused for a second. At least they got their vacation, right? No, get it yourself. I'm honest. Like I can't with these people, man. How in the hell are you supposed to watch it? Oh, they had to get one last newsy joke in there. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Can you rub? Can you rub some lotion right there? Yes, right there. Really, really, really. We're doing all that. Yes, we get it. Boy, they could really beat a dead horse. I'm telling you. It was just outrageous. We're on some Austin Powers levels. Yep, you're a fraud. I know. I like you hinted at some extra backstory. I'm into it. You didn't have to murder those 17 people, but you did. Tell you what, man. I didn't think they were going to kill her off, but I wondered. There was about a 15-second spot there where I was like, I entertained the possibility in my brain. I was like, what would it, see? This is a writer. You do this right. Okay, you have these. You have a character. You have three scenarios. They live, they die, or they barely survive with massive trauma. Like say those are three possibilities. So you're sitting there and you're in this writing phase, and you don't out because I don't outline. I'm a gardener. I'm not an architect, right? So then what you do is you take your brain and you entertain each of these possibilities individually. What does it look like if they live? Project the story forward. This is what the story looks like if they live. This is what the story looks like if they die. This is what the story looks like if they get grievously injured and they're traumatized, right? And so you play forward all three scenarios. You entertain these three possibilities and you're like, okay, which one do I like the most? Which one makes the most sense? Okay. So here, in that 15 seconds, I entertained the possibility. What does the story look like moving forward if she dies? And what does it look like if she lives? Obviously, if she dies, he has to take the forefront again because she's been stealing the limelight lately. And he hates the angels. He's motivated, and it also fit where people are talking about this story gets dark and it's not funny, right? So it would do all these things. If she lives, you move the story forward, and he saved her. She's a little bit less of an a hole to him, and so that's what that looks like, right? So I entertained both those possibilities, and I was entertaining the possibility what does it look like if she dies when it became obvious she was going to be saved. I was like, oh, okay. So that's where my mind was at that point. But I could have seen it either way. It really could have worked either way. I like what they did though, because in just 3 episodes, they've got me caring about this character. I like her a lot, man.